June 1st, 2024 on Earth Magneto's pause. Earth Magneto's pause. First of all, let's start with this. June 1st, 2024 on this Gregorian calendar. Monitor Earth Magneto's pause. And the Magneto's pause is the dome that stretches from the North Pole to the South Pole that protects us supposedly from harmful gamma radiation, solar radiation, ultraviolet light. Earth is in the middle. The daytime is over here. The nighttime side is over here, which means this is the dome and the sun is somewhere, which means the sun is over here somewhere. Listen, people, my apologies, because sometimes when I be doing this, the sun is over here. This is where the sun at. The nighttime is over here. These two satellites that is on this orbital track right here, these dots, this is an orbital track. This is goal 16 and goals 18 satellite. These satellite main purpose is to detect solar radiation. Solar radiation, this is the main purpose. Now, just look at this, my people. I just want you to look at this. First and foremost, let's just start with this. Look at this color chart right here. This color chart, this is where we should be at. Or this is where it's comfortable for the complex cell organism. That chart right there. This is where they're used to being at. Now, I want you to look at this right here. Look at this for yourself. And a lot of this is dark purple. This is dark purple. Right here is dark purple. Right here is dark purple. And right there, let's just say it's dark. I don't want to say dark purple, but that's a dark color. And y'all looking at it. You can see it for yourself. Look, let me zoom in. Take your time. Put your phone on high definition. Look at that right there. Okay. So all of this gas that you see right here, all of this gas that you see, this is all charged particles. All this gas that you see, all of this. It's in your troposphere, your stratosphere, it's in your mesosphere, it's in your thermosphere, and it's in your coming from your exosphere, which would be out here. This is all in the Earth. This is all solar radiation, highly charged particles, ionized particles. Ionized particles. Everything is opened up like a lotus flower. And UVC radiation, which is a small wavelength, which is a detoxifier, a germ killer, a mutating wavelength, is altering or changing your DNA. So what are we changing into? Here we go. I don't use this a lot, my people. I don't know why I haven't been on this and showing you this, but this is the magnetic field line. So what you see right here, Earth magnetic field lines. These lines you can't see. This is the lines that nature used to surf and navigate the planet. You have been disconnected from these lines. Although these lines are attached to you, they are attached to you completely to the physical realm. You're no longer levitating. You're no longer able to use sound frequencies to lift up megalithic structures. We didn't lift shit with our hands. We didn't use a boat. We use sound frequencies to lift megalithic structures. So this is the magnetic field lines that we would attach ourselves to. When you see birds fly, they're not using their wings to fly. They're using their wings to create an electrical current that flows up their back, and I wear as though that they can connect to the to the magnetic field line and perform what you call flying. This is what this is. The same thing in the Matrix. When Neo woke up in the Matrix, what did you see? You seen the tube down his throat. You seen all the way up, up his spine, the 33 vertebrae up his spine, all attached to his arms, his legs, his feet, all of those holes inside of his body. You seen that. Low vibrational holes. That's what they were, low frequency. What was Neil doing on the side? He was hustling in the world. He was, you know what I mean? He wasn't happy at work. But he was part of the world. But he knew that there was something out there different. He knew this the entire time. See, people don't know this. People sit back and be like, everything is the same. And people that think like that, you need to get away from them. Here we go. This is Earth. This is monitoring solar wind, 6/1/2024 on this Gregorian calendar. This is monitoring solar wind, the speed that the solar wind is coming from the sun. So we're on to 337 kilometers per second. Now, this is the puzzling thing with this, and this gets me every time, right? So Earth is in the middle. The white side is the daytime side. The black is the nighttime side. In your, what we would consider, let's say this is your, let's just say this is your thermosphere right here. Look at all the red. If you have a red sky, why do you have a black and blue one? If it's showing here on NASA reading that there is completely red in your skies, why is there a black and a blue one? That's okay. Anyway, since the daytime of Earth is over here, that would make the sun over here. So this red bow shock that you see that's bent back right here, this red bow shock right here that's bent back, this is the magneto's pulse. But in this graph right here, they're just monitoring solar wind. But that bow right there is the same as this magneto's pulse right here. The same as that right there. So this here is just monitoring solar wind. So the gamma rays or solar rays coming from the sun, some of them should hit the dome, some of them should hit Earth and then travel out into the solar system. However, when you look back here on the nighttime side of the planet, you see these arrows right here. Look, these arrows are reversing. These arrows are reversing back into the planet. These arrows are coming back into the planet. So what is sitting back here on the nighttime side of the planet that is emitting equal amount of energy as the sun in the sky? Look at this. This is all back into the planet. Look at these arrows. This is reverse. See, this is why I told you universal law. If you don't know universal law, you believe in man law, which means you're going to be dead. When you understand universal law, it's all about ascension. That's all this is, all about ascension. It's about deception to keep you from ascending. But like Jesus said, you can't kill me. I got to give you permission to kill me. Jesus didn't want you to follow him. Jesus didn't want you to follow his God. Jesus wanted you to see the Christ within you, not the Christian within you, the Christ within you, the Christ oil, that Kundalini energy, that you are a crystal being. That's what he wanted you to see. And this is with the sun. This is where Jesus and the sun come in connection at right here. So here you go right here. This is all pushed back. And these are all charged particles, my people. All charged particles. These are all ionizing particles. All of this is to change things. This is what this is. And this is why I say this is different from the Carrington event. Because see, in the Carrington event, let me just show y'all something real fast. The Carrington event didn't have this energy coming on the nighttime side of the planet. It didn't have this planet. And this energy is coming from the bottom. This energy is coming from the bottom. This is what I believe. I believe this energy is coming from the bottom and it's going to rise to the top. This is what I believe. This energy is coming from the bottom. But the Carrington event the Carrington event will look like crumbs compared to what's getting read. The Carrington event won't even look like a crumb. It will look like, if you can take the smallest piece of crumb that you can possibly see, and you would still have to put it underneath the microscope, comparing to what's coming. The Carrington event ain't shit compared to what's coming our way, or coming this planet to this planet way. This is going down, my people. I'm letting you know this. This is happening. And regardless if you want to face reality or not, you can't change this. It is what it is. Pause. Here we go. You can't do nothing about this. In the last 16 hours, look at what we had. In the last 16 hours, X-flare, and then look at these C flares. Look at these C flares, my people. See, we think these C flares, high C flares, this one might have turned into an M flare, but do you think these C flares that's being in the C range is nothing? You out your fucking mind. This right here, the C flares are keeping the wound open. It's keeping it open. The C flares are keeping the wound open. And this right here, is changing it. This is keeping the wound open along with UVC. Along with UVC. This is changing, my people. This is changing. This ain't got shit to do with no money. This is about a genetic thing. This was a test. Can you get water? Will water allow oil to divide it? This is what this was about. Will water allow oil to divide it? Will trees, grass, and plants get divided by unnatural. This is what it was. This is what this test. Could you divide us? No matter what all the information and reminders that we have on this planet, we said you could not distract us from us. We wanted to see this test. This is the ultimate and the greatest test. This expands the consciousness, the awareness of the cosmos. This helps everything grows. Everything. And this was an ultimate test because this is going to cement you amongst the stars or cement you amongst the humans. You might want to get you might get a Hall of Fame jacket. You might get a statue made of your head and put in the Hall of Fame. You might be an MVP. You might have a bunch of trophies. See? Or you cement yourself amongst the stars. And you look at this and be like, you got to be kidding me. I would never reduce myself to a human. Pause. Okay, here we go, my people. Now, look at the date right here. Again, right here in the bottom corner. What that say? What that say right there? That says 6/1/2024 on this Gregorian calendar. So we go back here and we look at this regarding the X flare and the ionosphere. This monitors as soon as the impact of the X flares hit Earth. Any charged particles that hit Earth, Earth shields absorb it. And this is the aviation that absorbs, that shows the impact. So right across what you would call Moscow, Asia, Europe, North Africa, just look at this right here. And this is now coming across, yep, Asia. Ooh, look at the impact of Europe. That was right across North Africa and Europe. Look at the impact. Look at the impact, and it's a duration. Look at that solid, long duration. Let me go back over here, my people, just so that you can see that. Look at that impact. That was right over Europe, North Africa. Look at that impact. These are charged particles, proton, ionizing particles. And there's nothing that they can do about this. Paul. Here we go, my people. Here's the sunspots on their way, as I told you. 6/1/2024. Look at the sunspots. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. Bam. Look at this. These are still sunspots here that are letting off charged particles. Here we go. This is coming right behind it, too. This is coming right behind it, too. Right behind it. And this right here is going to be an increase in certain weather anomalies, not to mention that they already happened. There's nothing they can do about it. You won't sleep comfortable at night, and we won't die comfortable at all with this lie anymore. I can promise you, and I can guarantee you this right here. This is a great separation. The sun is separating us, and it's nothing that no one can do about it. So get out of your personal feelings and get into universal feelings. And if you can't get into your universal feelings, guess what? Time's up. That's on your genetics, not me. I didn't lie to you. I told you the truth. Abundance and gratitude to you all.